what is worth $500 billion. That is a lot of money, and it's a company. Well, if you practice, I'm sure you can achieve that.
We'll see, we'll see. So $500 billion is, it is now Apple is worth that much. Surprise, surprise. Obviously with this stock, we've just seen it soar for years now, and especially over the last 3 months or so. The stock has just gone essentially straight up. And so now, the stock is up another 1.5% today, and that has propelled its market cap up above $500 billion. And so,
which is the same as $500 billion. If anyone didn't know that, they are the same number.
So, what this means is that it puts Apple in pretty exclusive territory here. There are only 5 other companies that have ever had market caps this big. And you have to go back to basically the dot-com bubbles when you had companies like Microsoft and Intel and Cisco, and the other 2 are Exxon and GE, which basically have had market caps of at least $500 billion. So Apple's in pretty exclusive territory right now.
And the stock's up today, $8, $9 almost.
Look at that.
Wow.
So yeah, and it's been only 8 trading days since we surpassed 500. Before that, the stock price surpassed 500. Before that, it only took 34 days for the stock to go from 400 to 500. So it's just been remarkable, because a stock of any size to move this quickly is just astonishing. But to have it be the most valuable company out there to do this is just, it's crazy.
Right. So I think, my question is this a bubble? You mentioned that these other companies, the last time we saw this was during tech bubbles.
Right, right.
So is this a bubble, or are people saying that this is sort of what Apple's true value is?
It's a fantastic question. I mean, only time will tell, but you have to think that back in '99 and 2000, when these companies were getting so inflated, it obviously was a bubble then, and that wasn't their true values, and they've all come well off those highs now. Still strong, very good companies, but certainly not valued nearly as high as they were then. So it begs the question now, yes, is this a bubble? I mean, it's tough to say. If I knew the answer to that, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. But at the same time, though, I think that there are a lot of people who measure the stock and who look at the PE multiples and other sort of valuation metrics that say that this stock is still relatively cheap compared to what the company is registered.
Well, let's look at some very basic things. It does have revenue, and it does have profits,
and
it does have cash in the bank.
So substantial revenue and profits, and almost $100 billion in cash.
Is the cash.
Which actually makes it quite different from some companies at the height of the bubble. Last time they didn't have revenue, let alone anything else. Interesting note in your story, this valuation is now worth more than the GDPs, the gross domestic products of Poland, Belgium, Sweden, Saudi Arabia, or Taiwan. Not all collectively, because that would be even bigger. But that's pretty big. That's a lot. That's like a whole. Wow.
It's amazing, and the Wall Street analysts out there who are typically a bullish bunch, but they still are all extremely bullish about this stock. They see 600, 700, 800. I mean, they think the stock still has a lot more room to run. So, people love the iPads, love the iPhones, and they really, really love the stock right now. So, we will see. I mean, $500 billion. It's a nice round number, but the skeptic in me says, I don't know if that's sustainable.
Right. I mean, has there been anything recently that is pushing it up? I mean, I know it's been rising pretty steadily, but within the past couple of weeks, has there been anything in particular?
You had a few months ago, the company reported its blowout quarter. I mean, it just absolutely, the numbers just blew away Wall Street expectations. But on top of that, now you have a lot of people calling for the company to give out a dividend or a share buyback, or to do something with the cash on their books that can even help them.
And they've hinted actually that they're looking into something.
They're considering it.
You don't give your money.
That's more than they said, for several years.
That's very true. That's very true. Yeah, but
you do not give your money to a big company to have them be cash managers. You can manage your own cash very well. So there is some level that says that is a lot of money. Some of it should come back to shareholders. Anyway, I'm told we have to leave it there. Steve Russolillo.